What's up, Fearless Networkers? Todd Falcone here, back with another episode. Before I get into the episode, we have just gotten to the point of right around 500,000 copies, more or less. We're pretty close. I don't know the exact figure. But if you don't have a copy of my book, Fearless Networking, it is a great training tool. Easy read. 108 pages. We've been giving it away for free on my website since the beginning. You just pay shipping and handling. And it is a powerful training tool to help you with the fundamentals of building a network marketing business. But in today's episode, what I want to talk to you about is, and wouldn't it be cool if you knew, like, what's the biggest challenge I'm going to have to overcome in this business? Like, wouldn't it be great if the day you join is like, hey, what's the biggest challenge I'm going to have to overcome? So maybe you know or you don't know, I don't know, but now you're going to know. And this is not based on flipping the coin or a random guess. This is based on years of doing this, right? So the biggest battle that you have to win a victory over is all the crazy stuff that goes on in here, okay? When I speak at a live event or whatever, in person or not, if it's the first time I've spoken for that audience, I'm always going to talk about mindset as part of that training, because how you feel about what you do will certainly dictate whether you do it or not, right? So if you don't feel confident in doing it, we talked about the importance of skills, the importance of working on your craft and all of that in previous episodes. If you are, and this is the big one, like, you know, what's crazy is people that are involved in network marketing, and they're like afraid to admit that they're involved in network marketing. They're concerned about taking a network marketing business to their friends or to anyone for that matter, because they're so worried about how they're going to be perceived or judged based on that engagement or that interaction with that person. And this is common fare, right? This is not some way out there. This is like every day, like most people deal with this stuff. So you got to look at it. So if my biggest battle is the battle of the mind, and mindset matters, then you got to look at, so how do I shift or alter my mindset so I can win this gigantic battle that I'm going to have? It's the battle that most people face in this business. And so, a couple of examples. I mean, I could go on for probably hours on mindset, but we're not going to do that in this episode. But just some thoughts for you guys. If we agree that, like, okay, the biggest battle that I have to win victory over is what goes on between my ears and how I feel about what I do, then we can look at a few items. Like, first and foremost, like the network marketing profession. Like, how do you feel about network marketing? Like, what's your blueprint, your network marketing blueprint? Like, is it, I'm not sure if it works, or, is it one of those things, or, you got to be first in, or only the people at the top make the money, or whatever, like, things might be going on. I think, like, if you look at the numbers, and I don't know if this publication actually, so I just got the new Direct Selling News Global 100, and it talks about the top, in fact, I got to dig through this. I just got this. It talks about the top network marketing companies and what they're doing. And this is the first time I've opened up the publication. I wasn't even planning on doing it while I was doing this episode, but like quick example, right? Like, the top 20 in the U.S., like this is U.S. marketplace. Amway, this would be probably 2019 figures. Amway, 8.4 billion, Herbalife, 4.9 billion, Nu Skin, 2.4, Tupperware, 1.8, Ambit, 1.32, Jeunesse, 1.1, USANA, 1.068, Optavia, 714, Arbonne, 714 million, Team National, 651 million, Sensi Candles, 472 million, Plexus, 467 million, Monet, 388 million, Nature Sunshine, 362, World Ventures, 335, High Sight Enterprises, never even heard of them, 306 million, RX, 230, Life Vantage, 226, Pure Romance, 225, Color Street, 220 million. I mean, my gosh, those figures they're staggering. like, how can you be involved in network marketing and go, wait, these numbers are so big, and I'm sure is this the global 100? It is the global 100. So, those were U.S. figures. But I mean, if we look at the profession on an annual basis, I probably should have looked at this publication before I started this post. It's about $184 billion a year global profession. 100 million people involved in the profession around the world. So, like, how can you look at those figures and then deny whether network marketing works or not, right? So to me, it's like, if you want a pillar to lean on and like have a degree of belief in something, belief is knowing, right? Belief is having knowledge in something, knowing something is knowing what it is. And there's different definitions of belief, of course. But okay, well, I know that to be factual and true, and therefore I believe in it, right? And faith is a little bit different. Faith is believing in that which is not yet seen. So you got to have a little faith in yourself, and faith that if you put the work in, you're going to get the result. That's definitely a little different than belief, of course. But winning this mindset battle, right, is, and the biggest one for people, well, really the biggest one is themselves. But outside of that, it's just network marketing. Because a lot of times people be not even talking to people about network marketing, even though they're in a network marketing company and they're afraid to admit that they're involved in network marketing. But when you look at the figures, the facts, the figures, the numbers, it's like, how can you not believe in it? Over 70 some odd years or 80 years as an established profession, billions of dollars move through the channel, the distribution channel around the world, 100 million plus people involved in the profession. I mean, that should at least give you like, hey, this is real. I mean, you can't have seriously, you can't have a global scam that's gone on for, 8 decades as an established profession and say it doesn't work, right? The thing is, like, network marketing really isn't on trial. Your company, if it's been around for a bit, really isn't on trial. The only variable is you, right? The only variable in the equation is you. So you got to have a belief in the profession of network marketing. You got to have a degree of belief, obviously, in what you're selling, what you're bringing to the marketplace. It's kind of hard to sell something you don't even believe in yourself. You got to believe in the capacity of the opportunity that you're in, the specific company that you're in, and go, okay, are people making money in this deal? Are they making the kind of money I might want to have in my life in this company? Because if they are, then therefore there should be opportunity for me. And then it's like belief in myself. That's like, can I do this? Am I able to do this? Am I cut out for this? I've heard that, so I don't know if I'm cut out for network marketing. So that's the one variable, right? That you have to prove, you have to prove yourself in this space. And so how do you do that? Well, you got to start showing up every day. You got to start putting in the time. You got to put in the effort. You got to make a commitment. You got to work on your skills. How many times have you guys heard that on posts that I've done? You got to develop your craft. You have to be present. You have to treat this business seriously, not just kind of, oh, this is like my little side hobby. It might be your side hustle, but it should definitely not be your side hobby, okay? And if we combine all those things, you will get to this point where you will talk to, ultimately the position you want to be in is this. I'm so confident about the business model of network marketing, my company that I represent, the results that the products or services I bring in the marketplace, I'll talk to anybody, anywhere, at any time without hesitation. And so this is something I do with people. And I know some of you do, you have the opportunity to you're talking to somebody, the opportunity presents itself where you could have said something and you're thinking about, oh, I'd love to have this person in my business. And the opportunity for you to say, hey, look, I've got this cool thing I'm doing. I'd love to talk to you about it. You don't do it. You instead don't do it, even though the opportunity was there. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You got to stop yourself at the moment you don't and go, what's up? What's up with me? What's going on, man? What are you thinking about? What are you feeling at that moment in time? What were you so concerned about? What were you so worried about? And then you got to get past that stuff. Because the biggest breakthrough you'll ever have is that moment in time where you no longer give a damn what everybody thinks of you or what anyone thinks of you because you brought a network marketing deal to them. That's your biggest breakthrough. It's I don't care. You can say yes, you can say no. Either way is cool. And people struggle with this issue, certainly with warm market more than cold market. It's we don't want our friends not to be our friends because we brought a business to them. But here's the deal: if you're my buddy and I bring a business to you or a product to you, and you're no longer my friend because I brought some cool idea to you, and you're I'm not your friend anymore, then you really weren't my friend to begin with, were you? because to me, a real friend is like, I mean, you don't have to buy my product. You don't have to join my business, but at least you can be there high-fiving me at the finish line saying, great job, I'm so proud of you. That's a real friend. Someone who supports you and encourages you, even if they don't do the business with you. So these people that you're so worried about, like, by the way, just so you know, they're already thinking something of you anyhow. So, the fact that you brought a product or a business to them, and if they respond in a negative manner, who cares? You got to let go of that. You got to emotionally detach yourself from those experiences. And that's where you're able to do that through your beliefs in the business model, the company, the products, and you're the work in progress. So whatever you do, keep working on yourself. So I don't know where you're at. Are you here? You on my podcast? If you're on my podcast, you're just listening to me. Maybe you're checking me out on YouTube. Cool. Best place to be is my website, toddfalcone.com/episode 83 is where you'll find this episode. I'd love to hear from you. Give me a comment. You got something you're struggling with, you need help with? Let me know. I'll do a training video on it for you, but I can't do it unless you ask for it. So happy to do it. We'll see you on the next episode.